The trust recession is upon us. There are a lot of studies out there that are telling us that the consumer trust in online businesses is rapidly declining. That's because there's a lot of scams and broken promises. With the video marketing movement at the all-time high, what can you do specifically as a business owner to leverage video marketing in the right way to attract the right people and win that trust back? So believe it or not, there is a recession that's going on. And I like to call this the trust recession. And what that basically means is that there's a lot of prospects, customers, and clients out there that are really not trusting a lot of the online businesses that are operating. So you see a lot of, service-based businesses, agencies, things of that nature that are just really breaking their promises. They're basically saying that they're going to do something and they end up not doing it. So they break the confidence of the consumer after charging, high ticket prices. You have businesses who are basically scam artists that take the money from the customer, they don't deliver it on the project, and the rest is history. So I actually know someone, a prospect of mine, that basically was telling me that he was spending like $3,000 a month on these cold callers for his real estate business. So at first they did do what they said that they were going to do, was to do cold calls, basically average between 70 to 100 calls 5 times a week, and it got to the point where he wasn't really getting results. I mean, they were pumping out the calls, but he was only getting like 2 or 3 leads a month. And through the 3 months, he only closed 1 deal. So he wasn't satisfied. He told them there was a cashback or money back guarantee that he wanted to trigger. And when he was trying to collect, they basically ghosted him. So they canceled their emails. They changed their numbers, and now he's in a pickle of getting that refund back. So there's many other examples out there, but that's one that kind of stuck in my mind because I can only imagine how frustrated he is. So basically what I wanted to share with you today is, a strategy that you can basically use right now to turn things around, to basically leverage video marketing and paid ads in a way that when people watch your content, it automatically builds trust. Because at the end of the day, you do not want to have that doubt in their minds. You want to remove as much skepticism as much as possible with your process. So from the moment they watch the paid ad or organic piece of content, to leading up to the sales call or booked appointment, to the journey that they have through like email nurturing and other marketing avenues, you want to be able to just hear that skepticism as much as possible up front. If you're watching this channel for the very first time, my name's Michael Lewis Hudson, CEO of Praise Media. Been around for 3 years. We build a video marketing system for local businesses to help them generate more leads, generate anywhere between 10 to 20 leads per month for our clients. And these are just some of the brands that we worked with. So most of them are in the real estate business space, but we work with a lot of local businesses, professional service-based businesses. So this is just a little bit of what we've done. We have a local client we work with Praise. He was doing everything himself. Him and his team him and his partner were doing everything themselves as far as video marketing goes. After working with us, he's getting 80% of his leads come from Instagram. These people trust him, they know him with the type of content that we're producing for him. And same for here. You may have seen a case study video on this, but this is one real estate business owner we've worked with where her whole goal was to grow her real estate team. And so we did it from 0 to 65 in 11 months by, you guessed it, building trust with their content. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth about that as well. So the biggest thing that you'll be getting today is that, these are 2 things that we really need to clarify. All right. Is that who your ideal video viewer is. So this is the person that's going to be attracted by your video content. Okay. And then also give you some video structures to use. You may have heard them before, but when you do these right, they're really, really going to build that trust that you're looking for. And if you watch until the very end, I'm actually going to share with you a cool AI tool that I've been just built actually, that I'm going to share with you real quick. That's really going to help with the creation process. And I'm going to put a link to that in the description as well. So with that said, why video? I told you, a lot of people, a lot of prospects are not trusting online businesses. It's around 70%. That's crazy. So many scams that are going on out there. People are just it's taking longer for people to transact. I mean, I'm even seeing it in my business as well, is that like people are taking a little bit longer to make a decision just because, you know, they want to weigh their options. They want to see if it's the best investment. It's not as quick as it was before. And so the biggest struggle, you know, a lot of people have is that they have no clue who they're talking to. So a lot of businesses, especially starting out with the video marketing, is that they're just going to throw spaghetti on the wall and see if it fits or sticks. They post random content and they just pray and hope that the right person is going to see the content and send them a DM or an email or call them. And it's just not going to happen. All right. Thanks for watching the video so far. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you found value in this video, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button so this video can push out. If you have any questions at all in implementing any of these strategies that I've covered in the video, be sure to visit our main website, which will be down below. We are standing by and we're here to serve you. Now back to the rest of the video. Unless it's really, really good content and you just get lucky and you post, you know, an amazing video that hits all the check boxes, and yeah, but for the most part, most people are just posting and then, you know, after 30, 60 days, they just quit. They turn it in because they're just like, oh man, it's not working, when they didn't have any clarity to begin with. Okay, so I want to share with you a concept that is new, but extremely powerful in creating your IVV or ideal video viewer. Okay, so basically what an ideal video viewer is they are the specific audience member you aim to reach with your video content. It's more than just a general demographic. It's a fully fleshed out profile of the person most likely to connect with your message, resonate with your brand, and take the desired action. Understanding them identifies their needs, challenges, preferences, motivations, so that every piece of content you produce is laser focused on what matters to them. Instead of creating for everyone, you're crafting for that one perfect viewer who finds immense value in your content, making them more likely to engage, share, and become a loyal part of your community. Okay, so why is this important? The clearer you are with your video content, the clearer and easier your path will be in connecting with the right audience. So I can tell you this, even these last 3 years that I've been working with hundreds of business owners who have made the leap into video marketing, is that the clearer you are with your content at the forefront, like meaning when you first start out, the better it's going to be, because you're going to save so much more investment dollars because you know exactly who you're trying to attract and speak to with your content. Then those people are basically going to be attracted to you. Okay. So like the old saying goes, it's like who you are is who you attract. So that's the same thing with content. What your content is who it's going to attract. So what it looks like, what it sounds like, you know, the vibe, the feel, all of that ties into who you're trying to attract with your content to make them into buyers. Okay, so here's some key questions to ask to, you know, reflect on your IVV or ideal video viewer. So what does this person look like? Age, profession, gender, I'll put gender in there, interests, etc. So like 31 through 35, tech space, interests, love fishing, you know, they love going out to clubs. I don't know what type of business owners you guys are, or customers you're trying to attract. Sports, what are they trying to accomplish? So like so this kind of goes hand in hand with the dream outcome. So like what's their dream outcome? What are they trying to accomplish? What is like the dream scenario of what they want? And then the core thing is their core struggles or pains, right? So it's like, for example, with like weight, someone who wants to lose weight, that's their dream outcome. They want to lose 30 pounds, right? So the core struggles would be like, oh man, they eat fast food. Oh, it's hard for them to cook. You know, another pain point would be like, oh, you know, seeing the number on the scale, worrying about what people talk about me when they see me in public, you know, things of that nature. So what are those triggers that make them just, oh, like, man, this sucks, dude. I need help, right? So with that said, this is like an example of an IVV, and this is a client I just showed you before in the beginning. This is like super fleshed out, right? So it's 28 to 45, ambitious individual who resides in Washington, Oregon area, who makes anywhere from 150 to 300K. They consistently consume short, punchy video content and are hungry for knowledge and inspiration. Though they have a high interest in real estate, they lack understanding in real estate lingo. See, you notice how fleshed out this is? So when you have this built out, like, just notice how super clear this is. Like when you're this clear and concise with who you're speaking to, Like it just makes everything so much easier, from creating the content to scripting the content to your captions, your emails. Like exactly who you're speaking to. It just makes things so much easier. The guesswork is just out of it. Okay, so I actually wasn't planning to share this AI tool, but I changed my mind. And so this is something that we've been running for our clients as of late. And this is something that we created as a custom GPT, and it's called the Praise Media Audience Architect. And so what this does is that it does a few things based on specific questions that we ask the client. These are the onboarding questions that we ask. It performs a deep research on the industry and niche, and then also it creates a PDF report for us to basically save in our database and use it for, we have other custom GPTs that we build out as far as like ideation for the organic video content and paid ads, and then scripting and things of that nature. So let me give you, for example, like one of our, I'm going to go into, this might be a little confusing to you, but basically this operates off of a JSON file. So basically it compiles all the information in like AI format, and it gives it, so it's going to pump out the entire report, giving you the ICP and the IVV. So the ICP is like the ideal client profile. So you knowing exactly who this person is, what their pain points are, because we're doing deep research on the industry, things of that nature. I want to share with you what the report actually looks like. So basically it's going to create a report for you, so you can actually make this into a PDF too and download it. And what we usually do is like we download this, and it's going to give you a little bit of everything here. It's also going to give you some questions, commonly asked questions they ask, so that you can use that for content. Here we have the ICP profile. You can read here: mid-career Seattle area agents, producing 8 to 24 sides a year, King County, and these are the pain triggers. Top 7. Think about that. I was only mentioned like, usually people are saying, do like 2 or 3, but look at this. Look how detailed this is. As you can see here, this is just a fully fledged report that basically is going to just help you really specify exactly who you're speaking to with the content, okay? Thanks for watching the video so far. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you found value in this video, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button so this video can push out. If you have any questions at all in implementing any of these strategies that I've covered in the video, be sure to visit our main website, which will be down below. We are standing by and we're here to serve you. Now back to the rest of the video. So if you want, I can put a link down below. You can play with it. I want to share with you like 3 types of videos that are just like crushing right now. And when I say crushing, I mean people that are getting conversions, getting messages. So these may not be like the highest viewed types of videos, but they're getting in front of the right eyeballs. Okay, so these are tried and true methods. Focus on conversion, creates more of a connection with the viewer, which is like the trifecta of what we want with content. Okay, so video 1 are going to be client wins. Okay, and these are basically going to be demonstrating your biggest W's in your business. So think about like all the huge wins you've had through the existence of your business, whether you've been in business for a year or 20 years. You want to reflect on the ones that had been just huge, something that's going to establish credibility right away. And this is social proof, right? Remember this word, guys. Social proof is super important in this day and age. So this can be screenshots of reviews, B-roll, video showing, a client having success with your product or service, audio. It could be a whole plethora of things, but I suggest to you right now is to save all types of social proof. Make a folder in your computer or phone or something like that. Drag all pictures, audios, written, everything into that folder and use it for content. So this is just a few examples here. So this is my good friend Jana, and what she does is that she helps real estate investors leverage credit card points to basically book luxury travel. So pretty interesting niche. So this is an example of a win video. She helped this influencer, real estate influencer, solely book this $8,000 trip, and they use all points. And she, if you watch the video's entirety, she only spent like $106 on an $8,000 trip. It was crazy. So
And solely get $8,000 worth of business class flights to Italy just using points she earned from real estate. One day, Soli texted me and she said, hey, I have all of these points and I want to book business class to Italy. Can you help me? And I said, of course, sure thing, but let's make sure we use your points the smart way. So the first thing that we did was we found award availability on Emirates business class from JFK to Milan. This flight is typically over $4,000, but Soli only used 87,000 points transferred from Amex to Emirates.
yeah, so as you notice here, everything is dialed in. The process, storytelling is huge as well. So basically going from like, okay, introducing the process, or actually, I'm sorry, introducing the result, then going into the pain, which was, okay, Soli was spending this money on, she needed help. So she sent a text to Jaina, and then Jaina explaining the process from A to Z. And then the result, which was she saved a bunch of money and she was able to go on this amazing trip. And so we connected a call to action to this. And then, Jaina's ran a successful webinar, had like, our goal was to get like 30 people signed up, and actually 65 people signed up. So it was a really, really good video that drove a lot of engagement. And so to get started, again, make a list of all your wins, share everything, save all your testimonials. And this is like where a lot of business owners are like, oh, dude, I feel bad bragging. I feel like I'm being arrogant. No, dude, customers want to work with winners. They want to work with people who are established, who have accomplished something, because they want to feel good. They want to achieve their dreams, right? So do not feel bad about sharing your wins. And then screenshot, like I said, screenshot and save everything, dude, because I'm telling you, the more social proof you have, the better it's going to be for you. Second video type is going to be educational framework. So this is going to give you the great opportunity to display expertise. And if it's specific, it can be very powerful. So I know there's business owners that are like, oh man, I don't want to be in front of the camera. I'm terrified. Get over yourself, okay? It is 2025. You have a business. You want to bring in leads. I'm telling you that when you put a face to a brand, more people are going to gravitate towards it because they're going to buy from someone they know, like, and trust. I'm pretty sure you've heard that phrase a lot of times, but it's super true. So whether it be you or you hire somebody for your team, have a human face in front of the camera displaying education. So this education is basically going to be systems and processes that your businesses use to get results. So this can be broken down into bite-sized tips or steps. And bonus points, if you attach a name to it, like an acronym, these are best because they're easy to remember and you're going to stay top of mind. So I'm going to share with you another example here from one of our clients we've worked with. Her name is Chrissy.
Real estate is that we're going to look for a home that fits 80% of your wish list.
So if you notice here, 80% rule. So that's something that she basically systemized and named herself. Pretty sure there's probably other people that have 80% rule as well, but this is her own. This is like hers that she abides by with her real estate businesses.
So when I sit down and meet with you for our buyer's consult, we hammer that out. I want to get really connected with your needs and your wants, and we come up with what that wish list looks like. Kitchen island, how many bedrooms, bathrooms you want, a pool, all of that, and we get really connected and dialed in.
Yeah, so notice here, it doesn't have to be an acronym. I mean, it could be acronym, it could be like this 80%. Just having a specific name to a process or system is really going to help you stay top of mind. And then lastly is going to be behind the scenes content. So not sure if you're a fan of reality TV or not, but there's a reason why it's been existed for 20 plus years. It's just super fascinating seeing how things are done, how people or businesses operate or tick. And it really gives viewers an inside look of how, a business operates when they basically see things that they normally don't see in a public eye. Okay. So this is really going to provide a lot more transparency. And then also it just shows how you operate and how you tick. And so this is actually one of my favorite types of content to film, whether it be for Praise Media, for my company, or for clients, because again, we're showing like a different side of the business. And it's just very fascinating content. And we noticed that people have reached out just because they're like, oh man, I didn't know that service worked that way. Or, oh man, I didn't know, so many, you have so many people at your event, etc. So this is just one that we did that really did perform well, and we got some book calls out of these. We didn't even run ads. Again, specifically for Praise Media, we really lean in on the behind the scenes stuff, like showing our process, how we communicate with clients, how we film projects, how we set things up and things like that. And so here we basically did a combination of showing exactly what we're going to do and then the result of it.
say the opening thing. I'm gonna make you disappear.
Welcome to our latest luxury listing located at 8610 117th Avenue Southeast in the heart of Newcastle.
Standing on business, I'm a big stepper. Underground methods, top-notch hoes get the most like the loser. Straight terror, but I tell you ever.
Boom. Okay. So as you can see, it's just a mixture of what we do. Obviously, obviously this is for like specifically reaching out to like real estate professionals, even though, we do work with a lot of professional service businesses. But this in particular is like, okay, we want to, with this piece of content, we want to speak precisely to realtors, right? So you can only imagine how many realtors reach out to us after seeing this. So that's just an example of showing behind the scenes and then basically showing our process and the results of our process. Thanks for watching the video so far. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you found value in this video, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button so this video can push out. If you have any questions at all in implementing any of these strategies that I've covered in the video, be sure to visit our main website, which will be down below. We are standing by and we're here to serve you. Now back to the rest of the video. If you haven't done any behind the scenes before, here are just some steps to get started. So film your next team event or function. So if you speak, if you do like a client appreciation event or some type of function where your business is involved and maybe you're sponsoring an event or something like that, film it, document it, show how you guys operate, what you guys do sponsoring an event, what goes into that. Document your next sales call or meeting. I know this could be a little touchy because sometimes there's like information you don't want to share, but you can always edit those out. But the important thing is to really show your team culture. So if it comes to like you wanting to recruit more people to work for you guys or for your business, or you're looking to grow your team, this is a great way or a great piece of content to show prospects like how you guys work together and what your culture is like. Filming your next speaking engagement, that kind of goes without saying. So whatever speaking engagement you go to, no matter how big or how small, those clips do really well because for the most part, those are like unscripted. And I noticed that unscripted content always does really well because it's like you're out of your element, right? So you're not like stuck to trying to memorize lines and like speaking points or stuff like that. And then interview your team members. So this kind of goes hand in hand with like the team culture thing. So you can basically be like, hey, ask them questions about the industry, about what it's like working with the team. Just unique ways to just show other perspectives of your business. Okay, so that's it, guys. Wanted to just basically share with you unique ways to win back trust from the consumers because we all know that the trust recession is here. And like I promised, I wanted to share with you a quick AI tool that I believe is super powerful. So we all know that the content creation process takes time, in whether it be editing, scripting content, things of that nature. But we just created a tool that basically helps you with captions, okay? Because with keywords and SEO being as important and as important and as powerful as ever with search, it's really important that you have your captions dialed in. And so what we created here is a way to create captions for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We're still working on a version for YouTube because that's a little bit more heavy lifting. So I'll be sure to keep you posted on that. But I wanted to give you guys just a quick walkthrough of this, and then I'm going to put a link down below so you guys can access it. And it's free of charge. People watching this video to the end, this is your gift. Okay. So wanted to run it down real quick. So this is going to operate off of a video transcript. So unfortunately we're not at that point yet where you can just drop a video in here and then it reads it and it can tell you. It's just, we're not at that point yet. So the best and fastest way to do it is once your video is done, especially if it's like an educational video, what you want to do is you want to open up this is a free software that I've been using called Vizard. And so, yeah, comment down below if you guys have other free video transcribers that we can use, or whatever. It doesn't even have to be free, just something that you use. I'm always interested to see what's out there. So what you want to do is like you go to Vizard, create project, upload link, and then you basically just drag and drop any video and it'll analyze it. So that was the one. Let's just say, for example, this is like views are not everything. This is like a video that I filmed down in Arizona. Just talks about how like views aren't like the most important thing when it comes to content. So it's going to create the project, transcribes, give it like about like 3 to 4 minutes. It really depends how long the video is, but you can do this for anything. Zoom videos, full length YouTube videos, the list goes on. So it's a pretty powerful tool, and it's super accurate. So we'll just wait for it to load up here. Okay, so now it's, so basically you have two options. You can either download the transcript, as I would suggest doing the transcript, the .txt file, either that, or you can just copy and paste it into chat. So this is fully dialed. Again, you don't have to put like, oh, act as a social media caption maker. You don't have to do that. You basically just keep it as simple as possible and just be like, hey, please, or hey, create an Instagram caption based off of this video transcript below. Boom, copy and paste it there, let it do its thing. It's gonna give you two options, okay? So usually, like, especially on Instagram, you're gonna have like there's a lot of like shorts that have just like a headline title, right? Like that one sentence that's like engaging. Also, it's gonna give you an SEO option. So basically, for my content and like clients' content, we like to mix it up. We don't like to do like longer descriptions every single time. So here we go. So like, for example, here, stop chasing your viral tours, start creating for the buyer you actually want. So that's like, I feel like that's a pretty good caption. And then SEO heavy, real estate marketing works best when your content speaks to an ideal client, not the algorithm, instead of posting another property tour build. So it's like, this is really carrying you through a journey with this caption here. So like, you can choose between the two, you can test it, test this one, you can test this one, see how it performs. But yeah, it's as easy as that, guys. So you basically, all you got to do, again, just get a transcript or even your scripts, if you go word by word, and then copy and paste it down here or upload it and then let it do its thing. For example, if you want to do like a LinkedIn, now do a LinkedIn caption. You can do it in the same chat. So let it do its thing here. It's thinking. Yeah, so same thing. It's going to give you the headline one because, you know, on LinkedIn sometimes it has like the one sentence, and then here also. So yeah, guys, that's the tool we've been working on. Just finished it up. This is like version 1, so obviously, we're looking to improve it. We'll probably do like a version 2, probably beginning of this year. But yeah, check this out. Let me know what your thoughts are, and yeah, super excited to get your thoughts on it. But other than that, thanks so much, guys, for watching. Really do appreciate it. And please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay praised.